Hello, welcome to this video. It's a depressing one. It's about yesterday's general election. I need a stiff drink. The Conservatives won the election. They got 36.9% of the vote, a 12-seat majority, and probably be in power to 2020. There's still 50%, well, even 50% of the party hates us, smokers, so it's not going to be a good 5 years. If the Labour Party's won it, it'd been even worse, but we have lost 8 friends of smokers. 8 MPs have lost their seats who voted against plain packaging. The other point about the general election I want to raise is there's a party, they got 3.8 million votes. They got 12.6% of the vote. Do you think they got 12.6% of the seats? No. Because of our electoral system, they've got 1. Their name's UKIP. By the way, they're smoker friendly. Okay. The people that lost their seats, there were Conservative people and Liberal Democrats and a UKIP person. From the Conservative Party, Angie, Bray, Nick de Bois, Mary Macleod, Esther McVey, Paul Uppal. Thank you for supporting our campaign against plain packaging, and they all lost it to the Labour Party. So the new people, MPs from the Labour Party, will definitely be 100% anti-smoking. Simon Hughes, a terrific MP from the Liberal Democrats, he's represented his area for 32 years. Liberal Democrats went into coalition with the Conservatives last election, and they went from 55 seats down to 8 seats. The Labour new member would certainly vote against, well, vote for anti-tobacco measures. Then we got another Liberal called Jeremy Browne. He lost to Conservative. I don't know the MP personally, but I believe 99% that any new MP from the Conservative Party will be anti-smoking. Finally, Mark Reckless. He won for UKIP. He was a Conservative MP. He got defected and he then lost his seat back to the Conservatives. He supported us and he lost his seat. If you live in their constituencies, go on to their websites, those 8 people which are listed down below, and give them a message of support. Also, for our remaining 107 friends, give them a message of support as well if you live in their constituency, because they deserve one. Let's get another one lit up. Okay, in our elections, this is going to sound weird to most European people. The UK is divided into 650 constituencies, and each constituency has 1 MP. We, as a voter, only have 1 vote. There's no second choice. You can't say, if my candidate is not successful, I'd rather have that one. You can only vote for 1. Therefore, the election is dictated by a couple of seats. Well, around about 50. Conservative Party polls 11.3 million voters. 36.9 got 330 seats. Labour got 232 seats by getting 9.3 million voters and got 30% vote. In the constituency, it's normally one party or the other. You're either rich or you're poor, you vote Labour, you vote Conservative. There are a couple of exceptions. UKIP, they scored 3.8 million voters, or votes. They got one seat, 12.6% vote, but they're thinly spread around the UK. The same with the Liberal Democrats. They're thinly spread. They got 2.4 million voters and 7.9% vote. The SNP, which is Scottish Nationalists, I hate them worse than Labour. They got 50 seats in this parliament, 1.4 million votes, because in Scotland it's a small country, so it takes less votes to elect an MP, and 4.7% vote. The Greens, I disagree with their anti-smoking policies. I agree with the environmental policies. They were robbed as well. They got 1 million votes, only one MP. That's 3.8%. What would I like to happen? I've got no idea. Apart from emigrate, of course. In 2017, the UK will get a referendum on whether we stay in Europe. David Cameron's already got a mandate to go up to the German Chancellor, whatever her name is, and Angela Merkel, whatever, and say, we want out unless you can improve our terms and conditions. It's going to tear the Conservative Party apart. Half of them are campaigning to stay in Europe, half of them are campaigning to stay out. UKIP, Nick Farage, the greatest MP that was never elected, has not been elected, obviously. He has resigned. So has David Miliband of the Labour Party and Nick Clegg. I don't see UKIP being that strong in a couple of years' time. The good news is the Liberals and the Labour haters are in disarray. The bad news is the SNPs are on the rise. And we might come out of Europe. I don't see any of our anti-smoking laws being overturned. We're still going to get plain packaging, even if we come out of Europe. If we come out to Europe, personally, if I go shopping over in Belgium or Germany or Luxembourg even, I'll only be able to bring back 200 cigarettes instead of 800. So that's going to affect me. Europe is bad. It needs reforming. I admit. I'm not saying to pull out Europe is the solution, because unless you pull out of Europe and then change all the laws about the tire nicotine levels, for instance, and everything else Europe has imposed on us, it's not worth it. What I'd like is an alliance of parties. The Greens, the Liberals, UKIP, to work together to change our voting system. UKIP have offered an olive branch to the Greens. I hope the Greens accept it, and I hope that by next year, and it won't going to happen because we never have mass demonstrations in London, that the 3.8 million people who voted UKIP and the 1 million people that voted Green come together and say, change the electoral system. We have been robbed. Okay. All the figures are down below. Thank you for watching this video, and so it's been a long rambling one. Stay lit, and I'm back on the drink.